Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from T&J. And make sure you hit that like button before hopping into this action this week. We're going to take a look at a couple of parts, but first, player upgrades. Starting with Paul Richardson, you see he's almost at 90 overall. And he's quick development. He's not even that old. He's 28 years old, and he's probably at the peak of when he's going to start regressing. Probably next year is probably when he's going to start regressing. But look at his, his attributes are pretty good in this game. And man, he's almost at 90 overall. So let's upgrade his deep threat here because that is his best skill set. As far as scheme fit as well, let's just look at him now. I mean, he is a monster. You see 90 catching traffic, 92 deep route, 94 speed. I mean, he is a monster. I have no idea how, but John Brown does get an upgrade, even though he doesn't even have any stats this year. So he goes up actually quite a bit. +3 catching traffic, +2 awareness. Looking at his ratings right now, he's just a decent backup. I like him for depth. Looking at Marquise Brown, though, Hollywood Brown, he finally gets an upgrade. It's good to see him with an upgrade. He's going to get the deep threat as well because I do want to get that skill set up because Paul Richardson, I want to have another guy just in case Paul Richardson gets hurt. And Marquise Brown was in the first couple of games but dropping a ton of passes. And that's something we definitely have to clean up. So looking at Tyree Jackson, we do need to get that accuracy up. So anything that can get that accuracy up. Strong arm, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that because I don't want him to really go up and throw power. It doesn't really need it. But I want to see that accuracy go up at least. And the deep accuracy goes up and the mid accuracy goes up a little bit. So you can see at 73 deep, that's actually funny because his most accurate passes were deep, but that's his lowest accuracy rating. That's pretty funny. And then Equanimous St. Brown. And Equanimous St. Brown is still young. He's a second-year player, 23 years old. He's still got a lot of room to grow. He got his first start last game as he started on the outside. I guess it wasn't really a start, but he was ahead of Hollywood Brown. So let's upgrade his deep threat as well. Everybody gets a deep threat upgrade. Let's see what he goes up in. I imagine quite a bit. And look at his +3 catching traffic, which like he already wasn't a good guy catching in traffic. 79 though, only 79. Funny, in preseason he was snagging over everybody. So I do want to take a look at these draft classes, and we are looking at Raider4eva's second draft class that he made for Madden 19. And remember, we did use the first one. That's the draft we picked up JJ Marble and Matt Edwards. I love these classes, man. They're so deep. There's a story to them. The scouting report as well. And looking at the tight end class here, this is what we're going to look at before this game. Because Jordan Reed does have the possibility of coming back, but he's not going to come back this game. But I want to keep my eyes on Stephen Bradshaw here. He's B+ catching, 6'6", 254 out of Alabama. He's a pretty good player, as I can see from just his ratings. And plus, B+ in catching traffic, B+ catching and B- catching traffic. That's pretty good for a rookie. So I do want to unlock some of the rest of these guys. You can see some of these guys are decent, but I don't see anything spectacular about them. So let's just see if we can find maybe a diamond in here, maybe a diamond in the rough. Let's see, maybe a 4th round guy. Robbie Clements is a guy that we starred before because of his scouting report, because he's 6'8", 265 at age 23. We do still want to keep an eye on him. Let's actually, yeah, we added Stephen Bradshaw. Let's keep going down. Jay Pavic, let's look at him, 6'2", 260, so he's a heavier guy. He's got B- catching, so that's pretty good. Scroggins here, Deshaun Scroggins, I don't know how you say that. He's a mid-4th rounder, not anything too much here. Angelo Rodriguez, spectacular catches, B-, but nothing really sticking out there. 6'6", 258. Chucky Wiley, wow, look at him. So he's a B impact block, B- catching, and B- run block. So he is a blocking tight end. We're going to star him. He's a 6th round projection. I like that out of the gate. And then Fred Anderson is going to be the last guy we have. And look at him. Wow. B+ catching. So we probably want to unlock the rest of his ratings going into next week. I'm excited to see this guy. Let's start both of these guys. So Chucky Wiley with B blocking, and then Fred Anderson with B+ catching. So we are going up against the Bears. You can see all of their games have been close so far. They lost to the Packers, by 3, the Rams by 11. They beat the Lions by 5, beat the Buccaneers by 7. So this is going to be a close one. So let's hop into the action. So we are at home for this matchup in the rain. So here we go. So this Chicago Bears team, they have an average defense, I'd say average in the league, but they have a lot of weapons on offense. And Jordan Howard, Tariq Cohen, remember they traded him to the Lions, so they don't have him anymore, but they do have a second-year quarterback, Trevor Nickerson. Remember we pointed out the Bears quarterbacks last season and seen how good they were. They had 3 good rookies. Actually, they had 2 good rookies and then Trubisky as well. So they're not even starting Trubisky, and Trubisky, you know, is doing so well in real life. He's turning into a pretty good young quarterback, one of probably the best under age 25, I'd say, as he's having himself a pretty good season under Matt Nagy. So now back to the action here on a 3rd and 9, sending some pressure, and Trevor Nickerson is taking the hit that time from Zach Brown. And that's what we like to do with these young quarterbacks, send a lot of heat and force them into bad throws. So here we're starting this game out inside the 10-yard line after the punt, as we give the ball to Darius Geis on back-to-back carries, and he picks up 17 on this carry as he continues to have a pretty good season. Remember, he's splitting time with Wayne Gallman because I do want to preserve his health pretty much, because I don't want him to get, you know, 20+ carries, because when that happens, he gets hurt. So now on a 3rd and 3 at the 32-yard line here, facing some pressure. And Stidham is going to cough this one up, and Quentin Rollins is going to fall on that one and scoop and score. Look at this. So right away, we don't score any points on offense. They don't score any points on offense, but we give them points on defense. So back out onto the next drive. Aaron Lynch coming around the corner on Trent Williams. And Trent Williams is kind of having a little bit of down year. You see on this play, look at Aaron Lynch getting around Trent Williams once again. But Darius Geis picks up a couple of yards, but actually takes a late hit. And we get the flag. So we actually get the automatic first down on that one. So 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing the ball across to the left side. That one's caught short by Jamison Crowder, a gain of 7. So 2nd and 3 in the shotgun. Waiting. Throwing the ball deep to Chris Thompson. He gets behind the defense. They forget about the running back going up the seam that time around the outside on the swing pass, and he picks up a huge gain. So now we get it to the 1-yard line, giving it off to Darius Geis, getting into the end zone for the touchdown. And we tie this game up, but we definitely gave them 7 points, as we could have had this 7-point lead, but instead it's 7-7. So now on the next drive, JJ Marbles running through the line, goes in unblocked, and that's a sack. But unfortunately, Madden does not give you a sack for those play action plays when the camera is on that view. But on a 3rd and 18, throwing the ball deep to Allen Robinson, and that is just a dagger to the heart as they convert a 3rd and long. So now 1st and 10. Here is Nickerson rolling out to the right and scrambling up for about 13 yards, getting to the 17 on that one. So 1st and 10 under center at the 17, giving the ball off to Howard, putting on a spin move on Troy Apke, and he's picking up a gain of about 6. So 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line. Here's Nickerson from the shotgun, gonna find Anthony Miller on the right side. He's gonna fight his way into the end zone for the touchdown, and that's gonna be 7 points for the Bears offense, 7 points for the Bears defense, and they are going to take the 14-7 lead. So now to start this next drive, trying to get this run game going, but that is going to be stopped by Hicks on that one. So 3rd and 13. Here is Stidham throwing across the middle, but that's picked off by Danny Trevathan, and we had nowhere to go with that one. It was a 3rd and long. We could have just took the sack or thrown away, but instead we force it into traffic, and that's an easy interception for Danny Trevathan. So now they start out this next drive at the 22-yard line, dumping the ball to the right side, and that's Allen Robinson for the first down catch. But look, he's down. That would be a huge blow if he has to miss extended time, but this drive does continue here on a 3rd and 12, getting the ball across the middle to Taylor Gabriel. Not enough for the first down, but they do kick the 3 and take the 17-7 lead. So here is Stidham starting out this next drive, getting it to Jamison Crowder. Actually, that's Paul Richardson, but that's a tough 7-8 yards. They're playing good defense. So now on a 3rd and 3, throwing the ball across the middle, but Jamison Crowder takes a big hit, can't hold on to that one, and we had to punt this ball away. So now 1st and 10, play action fake on this one, and Anthony Miller with the diving catch on that one. The throw from Trevor Nickerson kind of off mark, but that's completed. But on a 1st and 10 on the next play, Matt Edwards gets in for the sack. And it's been a while since I've said a Matt Edwards sack, but he finally gets in. And this could have been a game where J.J. Marble and Matt Edwards both got sacks, but they don't give you the credit for those play action sacks. So now on the next play, another 3rd and long conversion, that time to Taylor Gabriel. So this drive continues on a 1st and 10. Here is Nickerson rolling out to the right, but he's going to throw behind the line of scrimmage, and this is going to be a fumble, and Zach Brown is just going to fall on it. One of the most bizarre plays you'll see, and Madden's got to fix this. I mean, this is ridiculous. Look at this. So Nickerson first rolls out to the right. Second of all, where's Trey Burton going? Look at him. He keeps running. I don't know where he's going. He's just running. He's just running backwards. I don't know what is going on. And then on top of that, Zach Brown just fell on the ball. He had a clear lane to pick up and run for a touchdown, and he falls on it. That's just not realistic. That's something that Madden does have to address. And, you know, a lot of Madden players have been saying that this game is kind of unplayable because of things like that. But on a 3rd and 14, let's get back to the game. Throwing a ball across the middle, and that's an interception. And wow, so we actually high point that throw. That actually isn't a bad throw. We high point it, but for some reason, Jared Stidham threw that ball low, and it's picked off. So instead of starting that drive off with great field position going into the end zone, we throw a pick, and we ruin that field position. But we shouldn't even had that field position because of that stupid error. I don't know what is going on with Madden that time, but they definitely got to fix stuff like that. That happens far too often. You see that maybe once a game where a player just keeps running straight and they don't adjust to the play at all. I don't know what's going on there, but it's definitely a bug in the gameplay. They probably have to fix that. And that's just one of the few things that makes Madden kind of not unplayable, but in my words, I would just say doesn't make it fun to play, because things like that happen and it's unrealistic and it kind of just ruins the game. So now getting under a minute left in this half, just trying to get the passing game going, but this Bears defense not even in the top 20 in defense, but they are shutting us down in this first half. So now on a 3rd and 10, throwing the ball out to the right side, that's almost another interception. And wow, that's Adrian Amos. And man, we go into halftime not even being able to pretty much put together a big drive as we go down 17-7. So now to start this second half, here is Jared Stidham under center to start. Play action fake to the left side, and that's a money play for us. Usually that play works really, really well for us, but this Chicago defense just pretty much knows what we're going to run. They've done their scouting as they stop that play. So now on the next play, hand it off to get Darius Geis, and look, he's down again. So Darius Geis gets hurt once again, and this has just been a reoccurring story in this franchise. Darius Geis just cannot stay healthy as he's going to be taken out for the rest of the game. So here we had to go with Gallman, but look at this. I mean, our protection is just bad. But look at this play call. This is another thing that I did not like about Madden. You saw that play that I just ran. It was a play action rollout, but I literally blocked the whole team except 2 receivers, and somehow instantly the pass rusher still got in for the sack. I mean, those are just one of the things, 2 of the things that, you know, we need Madden to fix. Play actions, they generate instant pressure for some reason, and I don't know what it is, but on play action fakes, the defenders just have like this super ability to beat any type of blocker, no matter if it's a 99 overall left tackle, a 99 overall right guard, whatever it is. They just have the ability, and they can be a terrible pass rusher too, and they'll just beat them on play actions. Gotcha, and like I said, I was blocking the whole team except 2 receivers, and they still get in for sacks. And that's just one of my criticisms of this game, just that it seems like maybe it's the engine that they're just, you know, tweaking some things, but it's just sometimes not fun. So now back out on the next drive here in the middle of the third quarter. We just need to get some points on the board. We finally complete a pass, but look, it's holding on the offense, so that play comes back. So 1st and 20. Here is Stidham under center, rolling out to the left side. He's going to take a sack, and that's another sack by Aaron Lynch. 3 sacks rushing against Trent Williams. So now 3rd and 24. Here is Stidham just trying to make something happen, throwing the ball deep, and that's actually a pass interference, but it does not get called. Wow, look at this. That is clearly pass interference, and they luck out, and we have to punt this ball away. So many things going wrong in this game, as our offense has still yet to put together a full drive. So now winding down the third quarter, we do get the stop on 3rd down that time from Zach Brown, and we get them to settle for the field goal, but that one is not even close, as we do take over, and we're still down by 7 despite all the mistakes in this game. We're still down by 7. So now play action fake to start this next drive, throwing the ball over the top of the defense, and that's caught. Jamison Crowder gets open, and that's a big gain here to start the fourth quarter. So here we're trying to run the ball, but no, I mean, this defense, they've just shown up to play, as we do get faced with a 3rd and 13 at the 25-yard line. Wide open over the middle of the field is Jamison Crowder, but Stidham just misses him. So we settle for the field goal, making it a 17-13 game, as here they're trying to start this game out, this next drive out, giving the ball to Jordan Howard. But look at this, 16 rushes, 29 yards. Our rush defense is doing pretty well, and on a 3rd and 5, throwing the ball across the middle, and that one's almost picked off by Josh Norman, but we do get the punt, and we start this drive out at our own 30. So now on a play action fake, getting hit on the throw is Stidham, and that barely gets to Crowder. As look at it, they're actually the 27th ranked defense in sacks, but they are killing us this game with 6. But on the next play, 3rd and 12, and that's picked off. Danny Trevathan once again, he gets his 2nd interception, and look at this, he just absolutely just snags it out of the hands of Chris Thompson, and that is another great field position setup for the Bears as they start this next drive inside the 20-yard line, giving it off to Jordan Howard for a few. But on a 3rd and 5, here is Trevor Nickerson throwing to the left side, and that one's tipped. So we do get a small win in that. We get them to settle for the field goal, but we're still back down by 7. But it is still a 7-point game. We can still come back. So now on a 1st and 10, handing the ball off to Jamison Crowder on the end around the sweep, and that's going to be a gain of 9. So we eventually do pick up the 1st and 10. So now at the 44-yard line, running a play action fake, and look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Play action should not allow this much pressure. 3 guys were in there, and we had pretty much everybody blocking once again. We didn't have 4 receivers out on that play. But now on a 2nd and 21, trying to run the ball, and we scramble and get a bunch of that yardage back, as we now get faced with a 3rd and 3 here at the 37-yard line. Here is Stidham throwing across the middle, and Marquise Brown drops it. So wow, the rookie just cannot catch anything this year. I don't know what it is, but he just cannot hold on to the ball. So now we go for it on the 4th and 3, and Stidham, he throws it into the ground. A wide open Cummings going across the middle on that one. And this reminds me of the play. If you guys were watching Thursday Night Football with the Packers, Aaron Rodgers had a throw to the right side on a 3rd down, I believe. He could have had a first. No, it's actually on a 4th down. He threw to the right side, and the ball just stuck to his hands. That happened on that play, and that is a turnover for the Redskins. So now here comes Nickerson back out on the next drive, completing a pass to the left side, and that's caught by Anthony Miller, who is over 100 yards with that one. So now play action fake, 1st and 10. Here's Nickerson rolling out to the left. And like I said, this is something they had to fix. What is the quarterback logic doing on that one? All his players are running out to the right side, so he scrambles to the left right into a sack. So now on a 2nd and 18, throwing the ball to the right side, and look at Taylor Gabriel. He's going to go up and get this one in traffic, and he's running into the end zone for the touchdown. Troy Apke tries to make an athletic play, and that results in a horrible decision as we get the ball back here. Under 2 minutes left in this game. The rain does settle down a little bit, but it's much of the same. The Bears just forcing some pressure on us. So now on a 2nd and 10, throwing the ball outside, and that's caught by Hollywood Brown. He holds on to that one and picks up the first down. But now facing a 2nd and 10, 2 minutes left in this game, throwing the ball deep. They're sending an all-out blitz, but that one is going to be picked off by Fuller, and man, what a bad game from this offense. This is probably the worst offensive game we've had in this entire franchise, probably, as we have 5 turnovers, 4 interceptions, and a fumble that was resulted in a scoop and score. As man, we lose this game at home. And this is actually the Bears without Khalil Mack, because remember, we started this franchise before that trade happened, and man, they kill us pretty much. And Trevor Nickerson, I mean, he's a great quarterback, 2nd-year guy. He's going to be pretty good in this league, much like Nathan Russell for the Giants. I think those two are probably the 2 best young quarterbacks right now that weren't in this game before we started this franchise. They are going to be the future of the NFL. But looking at our defense, we actually did pretty decent. We only had 2 sacks. We really should have had 3 with that J.J. Marble play action. But we didn't force any interceptions, and that's usually, you know, something we do quite a bit. We force interceptions, but, you know, that's why I kind of like these sliders. We have games where we get 4 interceptions, 5 interceptions, but then there's games where we just don't get any. And I like the, you know, the variety in these results. If you do want to pick up some sliders, I suggest using these because you can see the difference in gameplay. You know, some games are really, really well for us. Some games are really, really bad for us. As Anthony Miller goes over 100 yards receiving, Trevor Nickerson only has 6 incompletions, and they just dominate us. I mean, they dominate us on the offensive end and the defensive end. We definitely have some things to clean up. Stidham still does have the job. He's not losing it after this game. It's expected to have a game like this as a rookie, so I'm not really panicking. But we do have to clean some stuff up. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. We're going to be back for some more action with the Redskins. So stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.